Now, hi, mate, that's the day I have a corporate job in Liverpool. What a shitter. You're going to have to make a compromise somewhere, mate. You're not going to get it all. You're not going to get everything you want.
Lee now faces a huge dilemma. Book a venue that's only free when his stunt riders are not, or push on with his theme, which would mean he still needs to find somewhere for his wedding. Time to decide what's more important, his bride or his BMX show.
How's it going, mate? Come on in.
Mate.
What a busy day ahead of us.
Oh, gosh. So what are you even thinking about, then? What's the big grand plans for the wedding?
In a nutshell, I want to throw her in the mix of loads of extreme and action sports. Basically a big show / wedding extravaganza all rolled into once, one crazy medley. Obviously, Amy's going to be centre of attention. Amy's right in the middle of it all. I want to do something at the first dance as well, where me and Amy start off with a slow dance type thing, and then that cuts. You pass me my bike, it'll kick into some sick track, and then basically I'm thinking I do a few tricks and come back to Amy. We've got to make sure that the venue is really spectacular. I want it to be her to be met with all this carnage, but at the same time she's approaching this beautiful venue. So it
balances out the grief
does.
you'll get once you're married. It's your wedding, bud. It's your wedding.
Or my funeral.
Yeah, or your funeral.
So the boys want an epic sports show where Amy will have cars, motorbikes and BMXs flying around her head. They also need a venue impressive enough to distract her from the cars, motorbikes and BMXs flying around her head.
If we were to tell Amy about it now, she would say, no, I'm not doing it. She does like things done her way. I'm just trying to think positive right now, and hopefully it does go our way.
Nice one. Let's do one, mate.
Right, question 1. How do you throw a bride right into the centre of a spectacular adrenaline-fuelled wedding and not kill her in the process? Simple. You get help from the best in the business. The boys have come to meet Jamie Squibb, one of the country's top freestyle motocross riders, to try to persuade him to do a spectacular jump over Amy on her wedding day.
I don't know if you know, but I'm actually getting married.
I did hear on the grapevine.
It's an extreme sports-themed wedding.
Right.
So, effectively, we're going to set up a gauntlet of extreme things for my missus to go through, obviously, in a nice dress. I'd love for you to set up and just do a massive, look, some trick or something over the lot.
I'll flip the lot of them. She's a big fan of extreme sports.
Hates it. Absolutely hates it. Hates bikes and everything.
Oh, I'm in. If she hates it, I'm in. This is going to be a good day.
That was easy. Now for a taste of what Amy can expect on the most romantic day of her life.
You're going to be doing that over your bride-to-be.
I know, mate. It's going to be mental. She's going to love it.
Will she?
What are you thinking?
Access routes.
Savage.
Yeah, it's tight, very tight.
And who could fail to be dazzled by this stunning romantic backdrop, straight out of a fairy tale? Well, these two, because all they're really interested in is the state of the car park.
I'm not being funny, but if you turned up and this was the ground you had to work with, would you be happy with that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I would find it difficult to ride on. Motorbikes would find it really tough. Going round Amy.
It's all about the car park for these lads.
Do you actually want a 600cc superbike drifting around your bride-to-be on an uneven ground that could throw him out of balance?
No, definitely not. Okay, pros are, obviously, there's a castle. It's a nice place to get married.
Finally! Yes, there's a castle. Perfect for a princess.
But it isn't workable in the sense of what I want to try and create.
Unfortunately, the car park isn't so perfect for Lee's stunt extravaganza.
We need to really start bumping up the search and find a location ASAP. The search goes on.
The boys desperately need a venue fit for their adrenaline sports spectacular that'll still give Amy a wedding fit for a fairy tale princess. So they've come to Pentilly, a 17th century castle set amongst acres of stunning greenery, which has that one absolute essential for any great wedding.
This is lovely smooth tarmac, but it goes into this...
Gets a bit rough, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit...
Obviously,
it's a bit more difficult to work with.
You're probably the quarter pipe where your car is.
Yeah, we're on the jump box directly in front of the Musketeer.
The mountain bike rider can jump off the jump box, OK, with Amy lied down here in front of the whole crowd.
Maybe, I'm not sure, guys. It's not as big as a 4-metre tower. It's only like...
Yeah, but it's still a lady in a pretty wedding dress having a mountain biker pretty much jump on her head.
Ooh, every girl's dream. But the castle bit is spectacular, right?
Do you like the building, do you?
Yeah. Yeah, I think the building's nice.
Nice.
I still think it's sort of an awkward area, though. It's not what we imagined when we looked at the pictures.
No, I thought we'd have a lot more space, so we'd have a lot more options to work. It's a lovely location for a wedding. It's, I think
bog standard wedding, sorted. Extreme sports wedding, 50-50.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just want to be the princess for a day. I just want to feel magical. One true love, happy ever after. Princess and Prince Charming in their castle. I mean, he should know me well enough that this is the dream, and he can't really stray too far from it, I don't think.
But Amy's Prince Charming can't find anywhere for his wedding, so instead the boys are ramping things up on more familiar ground. Now Lee's after a top BMX rider to also flip over his bride moments before she hopefully says I do.
There's a section of the wedding where we have Amy on the jump box, obviously in her wedding dress, and we're going to try and persuade Cuss to backflip over her head. Cuss, come here a minute, mate. I have got a big favour to ask of you.
What's that?
Well, I'm getting married in 3 weeks, or actually less than 3 weeks now. One of the features of a ceremony is going to be to get her on the jump box, and then hopefully I'm going to get you and a few of the riders to backflip over her head. You up for it?
Yeah, sounds wicked.
Fancy doing a couple of moves just to show us what we're in store for on the day?
Yeah, let's do it.
Go! Clear me easy, it's miles away. Ideal. You cleared me by plenty, didn't you?
Yeah, I think so.
I imagine she'll scream, but hopefully she'll stay still.
It's all right then.
Let's definitely hope she stays still. Otherwise, the only fairy tale this wedding will resemble is a permanently sleeping beauty.
Hello!
Back home, Amy's friends are worried about what Bike Mad Lee might have planned.
We're going to be riding bikes.
He won't do that.
Yes, he would.
He won't.
Yes, he would.
He wouldn't.
Do you think there won't be a bike? There'll be a bike.
Do you think there'll be a bike?
There'll definitely be a bike.
How
There'll
can I
definitely be a
bike?
bike.
He's not going to be a bike. There's not. He won't do that. He won't. I
He's
would
not going to
no.
do like a mundane like wedding.
Yes, he
like,
is.
No, he won't.
There'll
There'll be a bike there.
There will be a
somewhere.
divorce.
Well, there will only be a divorce if there's actually a wedding. Lee has no clue where it will take place, and so far, all he's been able to book is a couple of stunt riders to scare the pants off his bride. His ambitious plan to combine extreme sports and Amy's fairy tale wedding is beginning to worry the groom.
I think we've made it really quite difficult with the concept and the idea I've got to fuse all the entertainment with everything. With the time frame, with the budget constraints and our specific requirements, yeah, they just make it quite difficult.
That said, time's running out, and the boys still don't have a venue. All they need is somewhere extreme sports ready, fairy tale wedding friendly, and available on the same day as all their stunt riders. Should be simple.
If we leave it any longer, we're going to end up doing it in some kind of shoddy little function room with a car park outside.
There is one more potential venue on Lee's wish list, so Hooper puts in a call to see if it's available.
Hello, how can I help?
We've been on a venue search all week.
What date are you actually looking at?
Round about the 18th, 19th, the weekend of.
We've got 17th available.
The 17th?
Yeah.
Well, that could actually work really well, to be honest with you.
They've finally found a spectacular venue with enough space. But now there's another problem.
I've had a text back from Terry, our stunt car driver. Now, hi mate, that's the day I have a corporate job in Liverpool. What a shitter. You're gonna have to make a compromise somewhere, mate. You're not gonna get it all. You're not gonna get everything you want.
Lee now faces a huge dilemma. Book a venue that's only free when his stunt riders are not, or push on with his theme, which would mean he still needs to find somewhere for his wedding. Time to decide what's more important, his bride or his BMX show.
Ideally, I don't want to compromise on the venue at all, but at the same time, I want to pull all the acts together.
We're gonna have to make some compromises.
Yeah, we are, but
whether that's entertainment or venue, we've got to work out what's
I knew
more
that. I want to try and obviously minimise that as much as possible. So, if we can have a search now for some other possible venues to see if it is possible to incorporate everything, because at the moment it's not.
To keep his BMX dream alive, Lee's decided to take a big gamble and continue the search for a venue that ticks all his boxes.